What's happening, guys? Hi, today I want us to look at individual fees updates, a situation whereby we have fees paid, fees payable, and then we have the balance. Now we want to update each student's fees by help of an update query. Therefore, for instance, this guy here, we want to update his fees. He has paid 0. Therefore, if you even see at this one here, you'll notice that Don Gichai here has paid 0, but the fees balance remains the fees payable. Therefore, for that case, if this guy pays 500 K that way, then I update that one. You see now you are about to run an update query, therefore I click yes, and then you are about to update one row that way. Therefore, when I refresh here that way, you'll notice that Don Gichai has paid 500 Kenya shillings or fouls, and then he has a balance of 1700. Therefore, you can still go ahead and look at the next guy. Like now, you can just go to John Peter. John Peter is supposed to pay, John Peter, this guy here, he's supposed to pay 35.70 and has paid 0. Let's say he clears the fees. He pays that is the exact amount that way. You see now, when I refresh that record, the fees is updated to 0. Rather than a situation whereby you run an update query and then everybody's fees paid or fees balance changes. You can see my system is able to detect and take only one record and then fix that record. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, you can also go to this other situation where we have stock, we have the stock in pack, and then we want to see an update of the current stock as we sell. And for that case, we have product D, which costs 234. Therefore, I want a situation whereby I sell 10. Then I need to update that one that way. Then we refresh. Therefore, when we refresh that one, ladies and gentlemen, if we just update that one and then refresh that one, you'll notice that our current stock is 224 and we have sold 10. Therefore, that product is updated. And if we so we shall start by looking at the two tables. We have fees table and also we have products table. Therefore, the structure of this table, if you just go to design view, you'll get that we have registration number, student name, fees payable, fees paid, and balance. Therefore, if I magnify this is what we have and the corresponding data types. Then the other table, we have the products table. The product table has the following fields: product, stock in pack, current stock, and sold quantity. Therefore, I start by looking at how to deal with the fees table. Therefore, what we need to do is to go to create, then you can just go to form wizard. In the form wizard, we send everything to the right, we go to next. At this point, you choose columnar, then you just go to next. Then what title do you want for your form? It can remain as products, then finish. Then once we have this one, we need to create a list here so that as we update the stock or as we update the fees on the other table there, we shall be in a position to see the various actions happening. Let's start with this one. Therefore, just go to design view, then pull this down, go to the design, then choose the list box. You draw your list box here, then At this point, I want the list box to get values from another table. You just go to next. Then we need that one to come from products table. Then you go to next, send everything to the right, next, next, finish. Once you do that, you remove the label. Then you can just increase the size of this one a bit. After doing that, go to properties, go to format here. Here, if I may magnify that. At this point, you need column heads. You turn that one to yes. And also these ones, you can set them to 2. You can also set this one to 2. And also probably you can set this one to 2. That is just to widen the column width. Then after doing that, you can just test what you have. This is what we have. Therefore, you have the stock in pack, current stock, and also you have the sold quantity. But you can give your form a bit of a better look just by right-clicking, going to feedback color, change some color there. You can also change the font format. You change the color of your font accordingly that way. Also this one you can still do the same. You can set this one to something like 12. Therefore, if we run, this is what we have. After doing that, we need to have the button here. You can put a button for refresh. Therefore, just go to design and draw the button. Go to form operations, refresh form data. Then you can just click on finish. Then the next step, we need to create an update query. Therefore, you just go to create, then query design. We use the products table. Then make sure you have the product and also you have the stock, current stock, and sold. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we need to set this field to an update query. Therefore, you hit on update query. Then you just go to this point. This field will be introduced, update to. Therefore, we start by going to criteria. We want to update individual products. Therefore, just go and type forms, exclamation mark, choose from products, exclamation mark. Which field do we want? We want product, this field here. Therefore, this is the function I have written. Then we want to update the current stock here, and therefore the current stock should be stock. That is stock in packet, in pack, stock in pack minus. Now you write a function forms products, another exclamation mark. Which field should be deducted? We should deduct the sold quantity. And for that case, ladies and gentlemen, if I display this function here, the function will be stock, this field, you subtract this field here using this function. Then you save that and also save that one as update stock. Then after doing that, I close this one. Then I just go again to my form. I introduce a new button which will run a macro called update query. Update, that is the update stock. Therefore, I draw my button, go to miscellaneous, then go to run query, next. Then you choose the query. The query is update stock, next. Then here text, you can just type that update stock that way. Then you hit on finish. Therefore, these are our two very important buttons that I reiterate throughout that one. Therefore, I need to make sure they are vivid. Then, after doing that one, we can just test whether our system is working by making sure that we don't have some stock here or any sold amount. Therefore, I run this and then I can just give a try. We are talking of product D. Product D is this one. And in product D, we have 234 packets in stock and I want to sell 100 packets. Therefore, what we do, ladies and gentlemen, you just go to sold quantity, you type your quantity that you want, then you update your stock. Therefore, the update query will only update one field. Then from there, so when I refresh, this is what happens. We can still test the next product. Therefore, for this product, I have 456 in pack, that is quantity in the packets, and then I want to sell all of them. Therefore, I just put 456. Then after doing that one, I hit on update. I update one product like that, and then I just refresh that way. Therefore, you see I have 0 in the stock because I have sold all my 456. We can still do the last one. Here I have 67 packets and I want to sell one. Therefore, I should be left with 66. Therefore, I just hit on update that way. Then I refresh, and therefore you can see I have sold one and I have 66 in the current stock. Therefore, you can proceed and do the next one for the school fees, where we first of all go to our table and make sure there is no student who has paid any fees. That way, therefore, we clear the fees that has been paid. Then we can see what our system will do. Therefore, we clear that. This is 0. Therefore, after doing that, we just go again to this point, go to create. Then you go to, we are creating a form. Therefore, we just go to form. We send everything to the right. Next, columnar, next. Our form should be remain as fees. Therefore, after having this one, having our fees, just like we did the other one, we can just do a bit of beautifying our work by putting this one to size 14 bold. You can also change this one to urgency FB. Then this one should be right-aligned, that is good, that way. Then after doing that, pull this down. You also need to draw our wrist box. Therefore, just draw your wrist box here. Then our wrist box should be drawn from fees. Next, send everything to the right. Next, for this point, we want everything to be seen. Therefore, you just go to next, 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 finish. Then remove the label. Hit this one, increase the size, go to properties, then go to format here, make sure this one is yes, that is the column heads, then run your form. Therefore, this is what we have so far, but you can still add the font size. Just increase the font size and also reduce this one to somewhere there. Then go to format, make this one black, bold, and also size 14. Then you can run and see what we have. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have, but you can increase column 2 and column 3. Therefore, go to design view, go to properties. Then at this point here, increase column 2. For column 2 should be 3, and also this one should be 3 or 2. We can use 2. Save our work, then see what we have. Good. Therefore, you can see that one is somehow nice, but we need to unhide this that way. Therefore, for this case again, we need to remove this balance. We don't need that field. We don't need this one. That field, since it will be recalculated by our query. Then you can just assign some color. On the other hand, let's now include the button for refresh. Therefore, just go to form operations, refresh data. That is for refresh. That way. Then now we need to create an update query. Therefore, we go to create, we go to query design, we go to fees. Then we also do like we did the other one, include all the feeds of the fees table that way. Then after doing that one, we need to do the update query. Therefore, you just go to this point, hit update query. Then these fields come, update to, go to criteria. This you type forms, fees. You need forms, fees. I'm pressing tab key. Then this field here should be, registration number. We need to filter using registration number. Then we need to calculate the balance. The balance for that case should be the balance here. The balance should be fees payable minus forms exclamation mark fees exclamation mark, then which feed? Fees paid. Fees paid should be deducted, and therefore our function to update the fees is this one here. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can download this database from my website. The address is just below this description, so that you can be in a position to see these formulas. Therefore, this is this one is update fees. Then after doing that, I just now need to cross that one, go to design, take a label, and then draw the update query for that case. Therefore, run query next, fees update next. Here, you can just click on update fees, then hit on finish. After now doing that again, after accomplishing that one, make sure these buttons of ours are actually vivid. They can be easily noticed. Then just run our form and see whether we have something working. Therefore, the first guy here, Don Gichai, has paid is required to pay £1,700, and he has not paid anything. Therefore, let's just pay £1,200 and then update our fees that way. Therefore, let's just go and fix that one again. Just go to design view, go to fees updates here. Then make sure this one is enclosed with brackets. That's where our error is. Therefore, enclose this one with the square bracket, and also this one with the square bracket. That's where the mistake is. Then also this one need to be in square bracket. That one should be in square bracket. Also that one should be in square bracket. That just like the other one here. Then from there, we can save that. We remove these quotes. Then save our work. Therefore, let's see whether we have fixed the error. Therefore, in case you get that error, make sure there are brackets. Therefore, I need now to update this one. There we are. Then I refresh. See what we have. You'll notice that after I have done that one here, ladies and gentlemen, this one here, you'll notice that at this point, the fees, these fees for this guy here, this one, that fees for that guy has been updated. Therefore, this one is updated. You can see that one is updated. Therefore, we can also do for the next guy. This is John Peter. So just go to up to John Peter. John Peter is supposed to pay $35.70, and let's say he has paid everything. That is $3,500, like that. Therefore, we just update our fees, then hit refresh. There we are. You see now John Peter fees is 0. Therefore, if I just take you back to the formula, I will start with the stock here. This is for the stock, the functions for the stock. This is what we have. Remember to put the square brackets here and also square brackets. Remember we had an error. That error was a result of not putting the square bracket here to enclose the text. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you can work with update queries to update fees and also to update stock. And therefore, thank you very much for watching. Remember to download copies of this database from my website. Just check the URL or the address just below the description. Thank you very much.